my colleagues in Parliament, my personal journey hasn't been easy.
Earlier this year, Labour MP Afsana Begum made history when she gave her maiden speech as the first hijab-wearing Muslim to be elected to the House of Commons.
It is alarming that racism, Islamophobia and anti-Semitism in particular are growing.
Less than a year later, for the first time, she's saying she's dealt with racism from her own party.
I do think that Islamophobia is a real problem in the party. It's quite irregular to be asked questions and to constantly be asked to reaffirm a commitment, towards British society, as though in some way my identity and my politics is incompatible.
Ms Begum's experience is not unique. In a report by the Labour Muslim Network seen exclusively by ITV News, where Muslim members and supporters of the party were surveyed, more than 1 in 3 said they have witnessed Islamophobia in the party directly. 44% said they believe the party doesn't take the issue seriously, and nearly 60% say they do not feel well represented. Respondents were also asked to provide specific examples of things they'd experienced. One person said that at a local Labour Party branch meeting they asked for a break to eat because they'd been fasting all day during the month of Ramadan. That was refused, and they were told that they were weaponising their religion. They say they reported that to the party, but it was never dealt with. Ali Milani was the parliamentary candidate who stood against the Prime Minister for the Labour Party at the last general election. He says he dealt with Islamophobia from a fellow party member.
He asked me if Muslims had a propensity to terrorism, if I was a terrorist, if I supported violence.
That was reported to the party almost immediately.
I received an email back from the party saying that unfortunately the person who had taken my case was no longer working at the Labour Party, and all the testimony I had been given a year ago had been lost. It had all gone. That is really disappointing, frustrating, angering.
The Muslim Council of Britain says the findings are a serious concern, and they've called on Labour to urgently address the problem.
It is quite striking to see the scale of the issue of Islamophobia within the Labour Party, and we'd hope that Keir Starmer takes that seriously and demonstrates what can be done. Leadership matters.
These new allegations emerge only a fortnight after the EHRC ruled that the party had acted unlawfully after they investigated allegations of anti-Semitism. Labour will hope that they can deal with this issue much more swiftly.